Man, how good is it when you feel well, when you feel good? Man, today I felt so poppy. I already wanted to go to the gym to try out a couple of things. First of all, I wanted to try out a proper ham curl machine, as you're seeing here. And I also wanted to try the adductor machine, which kind of been on my mind for a little while. I've always kind of felt the adductors are like prime movers. I've always kind of said this. I always felt it. When my adductors are tight, I can't squat for shit, basically. Today, I wanted to go in there and try a couple of these machines. And basically, from very early on in the morning, I knew today I was feeling special. I'm kind of recovered from that brutal big squat routine that took it all out of me. So I took a couple of easier days. And today, man, I had a bounce in my step. I had a pop in my step. I didn't have any kind of preconceived ideas what I wanted to do today with it. I just wanted to go to the gym and you kind of feel it out. I didn't want to do any volume. So I started off with this leg curl machine, moved on to adductors. And as kind of, these kind of sets went on, I kind of started feeling, man, I'm still feeling good. And as you guys can tell from the title of the video, man, 200 moved well for me, man. And so I loaded 210. And I just want to tell you, man, there was a whole bunch of nerves with me. I don't know why. Obviously, I haven't touched weight like this before. The nerves, I guess I'm giggling here because I'm kind of half embarrassed bloody doing this machine. I can tell you that. Like, it's not something that I ever thought I'd be doing. But anyway, it's kind of really hard to isolate your adductors at home, without this kind of piece of machine. But this was a crazy feeling, man. I really like how this made my hips feel. It opened me up like anything, man. So there's 9 levels to how much this machine will open up, or 10 levels, I think. I was on level 8. Right, so my flexibility for the machine is really good. So it's kind of like PNF stretching. It's PNF stretching because you stretch out as much as you can and then you contract from that end position. I was just telling my cameraman, it just feels good, man. It feels really good for the adductors. So anyway, I did like a few sets here, whatever. And then I moved on to the squat. And so yeah, I loaded 210 and I felt nervous, man. The moment I grabbed those extra plates, I just felt like, oh man, like it just started building up in me. And I unracked the weight. Walked it out, felt good. And even the eccentric, I kind of took it a little slower just so I can feel my way and kind of like judge how everything was going to go. And then right at the bottom, I just kind of lost my balance. The bar path moved on me. And I basically sat and paused the rep at the bottom. You'll see the whole thing coming up. It was just a strange sensation. And then I basically like sat there for a second. I thought, shit, what do I do now? I'll go 210 on my back. I didn't think I was going to pause this. I ended up dropping it, man. I tried to kind of like fight out of it, but man, you can't set a PR, with a pause. It's just insanity. So I didn't plan to pause. It just happened, and I just threw it off my back, and that was it. But the signs are promising. Like I feel stronger. I did 160 for 10 the other day. That's a good sign. 200 for me flew. Like it literally felt light as hell in my back. So I'm moving in the right direction, and guys, I've always kind of had the history of I don't like overshooting. I'm very conservative in my approach to my training. You kind of have to if you're going to squat every day. So I don't overreach often at all, especially with 1 rep singles, with singles. But anyway, today was kind of one of those days that 200 moved so well. I loaded 210, and I can already hear you guys say, why don't you just load 205, man? Why 210? It's a good question. In my mind, I don't want to just like add fractional plates forever. To me, it's not really a PR until it's whole numbers. That's how I view it. You have no business of doing 5s and 3s, and it's not a competition. So really, the only other option in my mind was to do a couple of reps at 200 or like a set of 5 at 190 or 180 or something like that kind of thing. I don't believe in not that I don't believe it works, whatever, but I don't like squeezing like fractional plates. And I know it's 5 kilos, whatever, but I like making big jumps. And today, honestly, the way 200 moved, I really felt 210 was gonna be a good lift for me. I misgrooved, the nerves got better with me. It was really weird. My heart wanted to jump out of my chest. It was really weird. Like I remember feeling similar kind of feelings when I hit 200 for the first time. I kind of got nervous and whatever, and I don't know why this happens to me, because what's the worst thing that can happen? You just dump it off your back. Of course, the worst thing is your knee blows out or your hip blows out, back blows out, something like that. But Barring that, like the worst thing that can happen, you just fail the lift and you dump it backwards and voila. But anyway, I kind of got shit scared of 210. And then, after the fact, cameraman and I kind of spoke about it. And it's kind of like, the positive is I now know what 210 feels like. I put it on my back. I sat down on the floor basically with it. And I guess less anxiety for next time. But I want you guys to have a look at this lift. So this is 200 kilos. I mean, it's really hard, obviously, to see it on camera. But to me, it felt incredibly easy. Like, it just felt like a 180. That's what it felt like to me. And so that gave me the confidence. I mean, I probably would have had 205. Maybe I even had 210 in me today. It's just if I didn't misgroove it. So this is 200. This is what gave me the idea of 210. Just speed throughout, strong, stable, no sticking point. And I knew this moment. I'm like, man, what am I doing? So I grabbed the yellows, put the yellows on. So this thing makes it 210. I took a good break after the 200. Like, I didn't rush into it. I wasn't rushed or anything. Here I'm just trying to compose my breathing, think about what I want to think about, which is always flat back, strong grip on the bar, fixate on a spot on the floor, and then kind of control the descent. Control the descent, be accurate in the descent, so you can kind of like hit that bottom position with strength and speed, and you can kind of get out of it. And check this out. I just misgrooved it, basically. Yeah, I lost it. Just said that. I thought, what the hell, what did I do, man? So anyway, I was fairly disappointed with all of that. Anyway, I actually wanted to do some back offsets and whatever, but I was just pissed, and I just thought, screw it. I'm just gonna get all this weight up and do a deadlift, and that was it, basically. So with the deadlift, I basically worked up to the same number that I had on the bar there, which is 210 kilos. Did that for a single, and that was it. But thinking back about it now, I just keep thinking to myself, maybe a foolish move for me to try 210. But in the same token, I'm thinking I felt really good. I felt stronger. I felt like I could have done it. So yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed about how today went, but all in all, I feel like I'm on the right track. Hip is feeling good. This morning kind of felt I felt it a little bit. I've been doing a lot of hamstring curls last few days, so I don't know, maybe it's related to that or not. And so today I kind of warmed up with some hamstring curls, like lubed up the whole joint and whatever, and activated the glutes, hamstrings, even the adductors with the adductor machine. I just felt smooth, felt poppy as hell. So that's kind of where I felt good. So anyway, tomorrow I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna try and hit some reps. But it just feels good to be able to put in some solid work without pain, and I just know results are going to come. I just feel it. I feel stronger. Walking around, I feel poppy. So I'm in a good space right now, given the fact that I even tried a PR today. So we're looking good. All right, guys, that's how my day went today. Hopefully yours went all right as well. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.